let's do this. Welcome back to War Thunder and welcome to the USS Raleigh. So some first impressions, and I have to say the final statement of this ship cannot be done in this video because of all the difficulties that I had with gathering footage. The queue times are very long, the teams are very small, the battles are decided in the first few minutes of the engagement, and then you're just 10 minutes waiting to get revenge bombed, or you just, well, have to do nothing, or you get instantly, you know, deleted by a enemy light cruiser squadron and you're the only cruiser there. So the status of ship RB is very debatable. For me personally, it is just a shame that it is the way that it is. It could be done massively better, but Gaijin either has successfully ignored all that I said or they haven't listened to me in the first place, and that is a shame because I'm practically one of the last YouTubers actually covering it, and I'm just tired of giving feedback that gets ignored or takes so long to process that then the damage is already done. Okay, with that out of the way, what's the cruiser like? Well, first of all, it looks very similar to the USS Trenton, the CL-11, and I think when you look at the main battery, it's exactly the same, with one small difference that you're only able to fire HE. At least I am at the moment, and only the back double turret is able of firing AP, which has also the worst firing angle, so you need to expose your broadside, and the armor protection, well, it's just 1/3 of the ship's length, and even that has no turtleback, it has no spaced armor, it is a big target. It's only anti-fragmentation armor and not, you know, proper rolled homogeneous or hardened steel. So a lot of stuff will punch right through if you try to angle it. The bulkhead in the front is very weak. The gun turrets can be easily disabled with even 76mm autocannon HE or AP from a 40mm, 20mm even. It takes insanely long to repair. And then the worst of all, the ammo rack is right at the waterline with no protection whatsoever, directly under the turret where you expect it to be, and every single destroyer in the game can blap you easily at combat distances, and that just makes the ship probably not the most desirable ship to play. But what you actually get as a trade-off from the USS Trenton is, for the buck and, you know, not really increased firepower, is increased anti-aircraft capabilities, because we are doubling the 3-inch Mark 10 guns from 4 to 8, maximum broadside 5, and with the proximity fuses they are, in theory at least, very effective, but even with a good crew it takes so long to shoot down a heavy bomber from high altitude that's flying slow and low in a straight line. So yeah, then you still catch the 5-ton bomb or a Fritz X or a torpedo from a BTD, you name it. And also the plethora of 8 20mm will not really save you. The torpedoes, only 3 per side, just get rid of them, otherwise the MRX will just blow up when getting hit. And so that is the summary of the ship. Let's just see what the ship can do, sorry about this, in battle. So the first video clip is actually a fight against some destroyers, and we can see the fight is already going on. We spawned here on this map that is very open and very cramped at the same time, so you shoot instantly at each other from the spawn. So I emptied here my torpedo tubes, and I'm just trying to get here into position, and there is already, after 1 minute after the game has practically started, a plane in the air. Wow. Yeah, much fun. So there are many ways to die, but I think a light cruiser should overall feel a bit more important to the gameplay itself, to the outcome of the game, aside from only killing some of the destroyers and then get revenge bombed. So here I have the first contact and the salvo is out. What I really like about the ship is the oomph that the guns deliver. Not just only the gun sound, but also the impact. It has one of the strongest HE rounds in the game at this caliber. The Krasny Kafkas obviously delivers more per shell. And there is a second destroyer that actually catches here the shell that would have fallen short. And there is a third destroyer, and already you can see the fight is going on, very intense. My rudder is knocked out, and we get the first, and this is why you empty your torpedo tubes, I say it again. So now let's deliver pain here to the Russian destroyer. 6-inch shells out. Yeah, that's a good hit. There is the plane. I mark him for my anti-aircraft guns. and the fight is intense. And this time now the BF-110G got actually killed. I tried to aim here for the back of the ship, and we knock out the rest of the crew. That was now a triple strike. He tries to actually hide behind the island. Let's see if this works out for him. Shells are out. 7 beautiful 6-inch guns deliver pain to destroyers. Now, this is all great and fun up until the point that a light cruiser pops up. And yes, I know this is the HMS Enterprise, probably not the best cruiser, but if I cannot use here AP, that is just a severe problem. So I'm burning, I have no cover with the island. I tried desperately to not ground here. And the shells just go into plunging fire over the island. So much for my protection while I cannot effectively shoot back. So let's just go around the island. Where are the enemies? There it is. He came around again. That's just correct. Let's see if we can punish him. Another good salvo. Good, good, good. Let's aim for the back of the ship. Over the island, please. I can see the DPM is not the greatest, but it's definitely not bad. A nice hit. 8% crew. One more hit in the very back of the ship. Come on. I range a bit further. Yes, good stuff. So versus destroyers, you get very decent punishing salvos out there with the HE alone. So I think this is one of the great aspects of the ship. However, it is always very risky because you are sailing in a straight line to bring all 7 guns to bear for the maximum broadside. Your ammo rack is, as I said, exposed. If you come across a knowledgeable player, you will definitely feel it. So now there is the American destroyer. That looks like Fletcher. The shells are out, and watch the damage output. Not a lot, because this is the anti-fragmentation armor, reducing drastically the output from the high explosive shells. And that is just, again, a point where I would love to switch here to armor piercing. There we see a German destroyer. He's down to 2%, but his armor piercing is really nasty. And there you can see how much I am down on crew. I'm constantly burning. Oh, come on, 1%? Really? Okay, another salvo out. Let's see if we hit him. I just want to finish him off right now. I'm really afraid of some patrol boats. I'm just shooting here with the grey box, which is something that I don't love to do, but this is just how it goes. And then we get another kill. So 5 kills, 4 ships and 1 aircraft. That is nice. Now there's the PR-159, and I think this is now balanced for this ship to get shot at with 6-inch guns. Yes! I absolutely don't feel sorry for this kind of vehicle. But again, it's not really the play, it's more like Gaijin implementing it in the first place, alongside so many other ships that just don't have a place in the game with the current meta. But that's just me. Okay, rant over. Now let's have a look at what we can do to this other light cruiser. There you can see just superficial damage. We hit the torpedo tubes, but sadly either they are empty or they just RNG decided to not let them blow up. Yeah. So again, we have to do the plunging fire over the island. Some trees act as spaced armor, and we missed the ship. Not good. Now, I don't know what's currently going on with this jiggling around, but it is not fun. Another aircraft is coming in, but I only can mark it with the 5-kilometer mark, which is a lot, which is distracting a lot, but my gunners are, like usually, toggled to shoot at aircraft. The proximity fuses, if you just blaze away at ships as well, they just get rather expensive. So now they fire away. I try to do here my best, but it doesn't work out. Versus a light cruiser with only HE, there is only so much that you can do. Even against the HMS Enterprise. So I reverse, and there is a destroyer in the open. And now watch this. This is going to be fun, right? I will dominate him. First salvo out. Good hit right in the front. So 36%. One more salvo in the back. Come on. And he just ammo-racked me. Yeah, this is fun. And now we are here in the fight, and now please look at the ammo selection. I cannot switch here to the armor piercing because my back turret is knocked out in a fight versus a Köln, where I tried to hit his turrets in the back to, yeah, disable them at least, to reduce the incoming pain. That's the best that I can do. So we hit the very rear one, but I have to maneuver because of the island, throwing off my aim. I try to go for B, and now here it starts, the drama with this ship. My crew dies a lot. I receive a lot of nasty armor piercing hits. My guns just break left, right and center. I'm flooding. I have to recover. I have to repair. The punishing effect of, you know, adding here the damage control party, that's just insane and very, very bad for capital ship fight. Well, it's light cruisers, but you get the point. I tried to go here for the torpedo tubes. That's all that I can do. And look at this. I only have 3 guns remaining and all on the starboard side. So, yeah. There is another Trenton. That's now the USS Trenton, as you can see with the bridge. And he can switch to armor piercing. Now he tries with HE. But he can use armor piercing. And then I receive here fire from 3 different cruisers. And I have only 1 operational gun. My crew is dying more and more and more. They can repair less and less. And this is the big difference to another cruiser with a complete armored belt with a, well, turtleback design that just keeps such a ship in the fight for so much longer. So 1 operational gun, that is not fun. They're easy to hit, easy to disable, and so I die by the Köln. So the next clip is here, the final clip, and it just shows what a struggle it is. Again, in close quarters. Again, look at this. There are no patrol boats of our side. I have to go into the PT boat area to capture the points. This is so anticlimactic for such a big ship, you know. I want to fight other destroyers, other cruisers in not so a cramped environment. There you can see I actually reload here the armor piercing, but it's only the yellow shells from the back turret. There you could see it, and they deal the damage against the ship in bow 1. This ship by itself has problems, but it's more amplified by overall the meta. And even those few shells, that just cost me a lot of crew. And I'm flooding, I'm burning, I have to repair. This is the constant rhythm, and there is I guess that's an Emden. So, way, hooray, I can do so much against him. Now the double turrets are obviously always the most focused turrets, and especially the rear one always catches an unlucky AP shot, and then you have no AP to fire back. That is definitely broken. That is definitely a problem at the hands of Gaijin. Please fix your vehicles, Gaijin. Yeah, that's all that I want to say. Okay. Now, this is now a big risk because such a big ship has a long turning circle. It takes a very long time to correct your course, to also accelerate, or to just break down your speed. And so if there would be a patrol boat in perfect ambush, there is nothing that I can do. My hand is forced. I need to go into the PT boat area. And I'm carefully looking around the corner. The mag was pinged, and there is a type 140. Yeah, there is just no escape. And then there are 2 destroyers. Ooh, that's not good. So, like, how the enemy team always manages to outgun me and outnumber me so heavily is just beyond me. They just do it on a regular basis. Nothing, 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 and then 3 enemy ships in my face. So, let's watch here the damage output. His crew was at 60% and 38%, so the anti-fragmentation armor here on the Sumner class just catches so many splinters. It just reduces the damage output so much, down to 30%. But my crew gets whittled down as well. Yeah, let's just see. Let's hopefully kill this guy here. 27%. Oh, that's not good. I have to deal here with this pesky guy. That's just a battle class, I guess. No, it was a tribal. So lucky hit here on the ammo rack. I don't know if it was the armor piercing or even the HE punched right through. I'm constantly burning, flooding, have to repair. My propulsion is knocked out. My armor is not very effective. 18%. Oh, come on. Gun this guy down. Please, come on. This is just... It takes so long versus some of the destroyers. 6%. Okay. Next salvo should do the magic. What a struggle, man. What a struggle. Oh, God. HMS Dido. So, obviously I want to aim here for the turrets, but the HE... Oh, I shot down an aircraft. Good stuff. So, this is where the anti-aircraft role comes in. I knock out one of the turrets. That's reducing the pain that's coming in. My guns get knocked out, the propulsion is still out of service. Again, I profit here from having emptied my torpedo tubes. Oof. It just is so anticlimactic. I try my best. I want to shoot here with armor piercing, but it just doesn't work. And the armor here on the protection around the turrets just absorb here the shrapnels, especially the front turret. I cannot aim that high. Let's aim a little bit higher. Okay. There you can see it. If this would have been armor piercing, the turret would have been knocked out. And so he still can shoot me. The back turrets, as you can see, are no problem to me. Now I knocked the middle turret out, but by the meantime, his front turret is repaired because his crew just doesn't die. His crew is protected. And then it was a torpedo from an S-100, my hero. So there is a plane coming in, he's hiding behind the rock, so all my proximity fuse shells are without any use. One plane, 3 ships. I wonder how this is going to end. So there is another ship. Let's just hope that we can deliver the pain to him, so that we then can reverse in peace. Good first salvo in. Okay, can we destroy him? Critical hit on the plane. Wow, I'm amused. I mean, I took here the Z-20 with me, but it's not fun to play this ship. That is my biggest criticism. And it's not necessarily the ship's fault. Make your own judgment, but in my opinion, Gaijin has to step up. They have to increase their efforts in the development department of the ship beta. Currently, this is a mess. There is no other word for me. That's not just only my personal opinion, but a lot of facts just point out the massive imbalance, the map design that is not really suited for bigger ships, and also the revenge bombing. It's everywhere. So that is my final statement for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Please give this video a like if you liked it, and if you agree with my statements, give it a thumbs down and let me know why I'm totally wrong. Subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see each other on the battlefields, in the skies, and on the waves of War Thunder.